Hey y'all, it's Dan. The name of my channel is Numerical Lion, where I reveal the false reality in which we live in using gematria, the ancient occult practice of coding numbers into words. Letters are numbers, numbers are letters. This story came to my attention today, or rather yesterday, since it's after midnight. Drivers swarm Michigan Capitol to protest coronavirus lockdown measures. From Fox News. Um, Notice this video is a minute and 31. Show you why that's interesting later on. Here's a little bit of the story here. Hundreds of cars, trucks, and SUVs descended on Michigan's state capitol Wednesday afternoon as part of a noisy protest against Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer's social distancing restrictions that critics say have gone too far. Dubbed Operation Gridlock and organized by the Michigan Conservative Coalition, the protests did just that, creating bumper to bumper traffic throughout downtown Lansing as demonstrators blasted their horns, waved American flags, and hoisted placards deriding Whitmer's orders and demanding that she reopen the state's economy. The lockdown measures are meant to curb the spread of the coronavirus outbreak, but Whitmer has gone further than some of the other governors, and the backlash in Michigan is among the most heated in the country. Let's start with the fact that some counties have no or very few COVID cases and yet are totally shut down. Roseanne Ponkowski, president of the Michigan Conservative Coalition, said in a statement, "When did a one size solution solve everyone's local issues? Governor Whitmer will put you out of business before allowing mere citizens to be responsible for their own behavior. This is madness." So Whitmer announced over the weekend an expansion to her state's stay-at-home orders, which among other things prohibits residents from visiting family or friends, with exceptions for providing care, bans public and private gatherings regardless of size or family ties, and places restrictions on what types of businesses may operate and in what capacity. Michigan has the fourth largest number of confirmed cases of COVID 19 in the United States, with more than 27,000 being reported as of Wednesday afternoon, according to the Center for Systems Science and Engineering at Johns Hopkins University. So the orders are in place until at least May 1st, the birthday of the Bavarian Illuminati. Quickly drew criticism from conservative Republicans in the state who argued that the governor is turning Michigan into a nanny state and impeding their civil liberties. So there she is, Gretchen Whitmer. And recall Whitmer. They got a sign. Notice some Trump signs here. And quite the protest. Everybody's in their car, you know. So let's go into the decode here, show you what's interesting about this. Well, first of all, they're talking about a coronavirus outbreak. Their extended stay-at-home order. 115 like Masonic, 119 like all-seeing eye, and coronavirus outbreak equals 86 and 95. I'll tell you why these numbers are interesting in a minute. Probably less than a minute. We'll see. So right away, this protest happened in Lansing. Notice the overlap between Lansing and protest. Lansing 76, protest 76, protest 113, Lansing 113, Lansing 40, protest 40, protest 41, Lansing 41. So how appropriate that there should be a protest in Lansing, the capital of Michigan. Let's look at the governor, Gretchen Whitmer. She's the 49th governor of Michigan. Very important. Born August 23rd, 1971. She's 48 years old right now. And from this news, from this demonstration to her 49th birthday will be 131 days if you include the end date. And remember that video is which is a minute and 31 seconds. Just a coincidence, I guess. It's a minute and 31 right there. So 131, a special number. It's a prime number, the 32nd prime number. And protest also equals 32. And if you don't count the span of days, it's 130 days. And that's interesting because they're protesting her social distancing restrictions. 130, more restrictive than anybody else apparently. And she's born with 130 days left in the year. Look at coronavirus and protesters. They're protesting, this lockdown, this coronavirus lockdown. Protesters 155, coronavirus 155, 65 for protesters, 65 to coronavirus. And calling this a nanny state. 56, the reflection of 65, also coronavirus is also 56. And this is just another Masonic ritual. 155, 56, and 65. See those numbers? Like coronavirus, like nanny state 56, all-seeing eye 56, also 119 I mentioned before, and 65. So they're chanting "Lock her up," the crowd. Lock her up. And Michigan, a perfect match in both the reduction ciphers, 46 and 44. Michigan 46, lock her up 46. Michigan 44, lock her up 44. And lock her up also equals 109, 109. And her full name, Gretchen Esther Whitmer, equals 109. 109 is 19 in numerology. You drop 0 and happen on a day with 19 numerology. 4 plus 15 is 19. Whitmer equals 39, that number of masonry, and happened on a day with 39 numerology. Who's in charge? Masons. Whitmer also equals 93 in reverse, the reflection of 39. Operation Gridlock equals 93. And also the name of the organizer, Roseanne Ponkowski, equals 93, of the organizer of this Operation Gridlock, or one of the organizers. Just a coincidence. Also, Operation Gridlock equals 96, just like Whitmer equals 96. Number of Freemason equals 96 as well. Freemason 96 as well. The governor's 48 right now. She was born with 102 numerology, right? And I believe this happened on a day with 12 numerology. No, it didn't. Well, in Derek's crazy method, maybe. So 102 numerology. This is about social distancing equals 102, right? The word of the year, social distancing. She's born on a day with 49 numerology. Also 121 numerology. The first case in America in Washington State was on January 21st. It makes me think of Revelation. Revelation 121 and 49. These are the end times. She's the 49th governor of Michigan, born on a day with 49 numerology, right? Also, Revelation equals 59. On a day with 59 numerology. So, did this happen? Yeah. Was it staged? Probably. As much as I'd like to think it wasn't staged, because you'd like to see protests about this, because I agree with these people. This is ridiculous. These lockdowns are ridiculous, but they're saying it's too restrictive. Her measures have gone too far. Well, the whole headline: drivers swarm Michigan Capitol to protest coronavirus lockdown measures, equals 383. 383, the 76th prime. That's interesting because Gretchen Whitmer equals 76. Very interesting there. Also, coronavirus outbreak equals 86, just like Gretchen Whitmer equals 86. Do I have that here? Gretchen, coronavirus outbreak equals 86, just like Gretchen Whitmer equals 86, right? Also, coronavirus outbreak equals 121. Remember, she was born with 121 numerology. The outbreak started in the United States. The first case, at least, started on 1/21, January 21st. So also, this order was going to be lifted supposedly on May 1st, which is the 121st day of the year normally. And that is 16 days from this protest, supposedly, on a day with 46 numerology, right? Lock her up equals 46. Michigan equals 46. 16 days away. It's happened on the 106th day of the year. Like 16, 106, a number of prophecy. So just more news by the numbers as usual. Recall Whitmer, that sign, equals 147 like Freemason, 66 like 33. End tyranny, 130. Remember, this was 130 days from her birthday, from her 49th till her 49th birthday, also equals 49. She was born on a day with 49 numerology. Sign said end tyranny. Recall Whitmer. And the whole, put it together, it was end tyranny, recall Whitmer equals 116. I think her full name is 116. Yeah, Gretchen Esther Whitmer equals 116 as well. That'll do it. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day or evening or whenever to watch this video. Have a great evening, everybody. Everybody stay safe.